Welcome to Azerbaijan, a country on the crossroads of Eastern Europe and Western Asia.
Azerbaijan! Yeah.
And today we're starting our journey in Baku, the capital city on the Caspian Sea. We're going to be taking you to the modern sides of the city, plus the historical sites in the old city. This is our first time stepping out of Southeast Asia, and we are so excited to take you with us, seeing all the amazing sights and eating all the sweet treats in between. This is Azerbaijan.
Welcome to Azerbaijan, a country I never thought I would be visiting. And in fact, before we came here and we told our friends and family that we were visiting, a lot of them didn't even know where Azerbaijan was.
When we did a poll on Instagram, so many people had no idea where we were going. In fact, nobody guessed that we would come here.
Which is really surprising, and I think today we're going to discover why this is probably one of the most interesting places to visit.
This city is steeped in history and culture, and I am so excited to finally be here.
And the capital, Baku, is situated right on the cusp of the Caspian Sea. We have just spent over a month in China, which is going to be completely different to this, because China is in the far east of Asia and now we're in the far west of Asia.
On the brink and on the crossroads of Eastern Europe and Western Asia.
And Azerbaijan has a population of about 10 million people.
And we have also come here for another very special reason. This month it's Devon's birthday, and I asked him what he wanted to do. He said none other than watching the Formula One in an epic destination. So we're going to be showing you a few clips of what we got up to at the Formula One. Right now I am walking around in the old city of Baku. Honestly, my first impressions are, am I in Europe? Because everything is super peaceful, super quiet, and I love the atmosphere. All we're doing is just walking around. There's cobblestones everywhere, and what I love in the background is you can kind of see all the houses have little balconies. You can see there's a very relaxed atmosphere. People love to just chill on their balcony, drink some tea, and that's exactly what I'm looking forward to.
Immediately, it is a complete contrast of where we've spent the last 4 years in Southeast Asia. You can immediately feel we're in Europe. Look at the square, we got all of like the cobbles on the ground, and then here most of the buildings are all of this like giant sandstone. Very European, very, very quiet. I think we're going to be saying this throughout today. It is so quiet, it is so peaceful, and it's not crowded. We've just spent a month in China with 1.5 billion people. This is very different.
Honestly, it looks like you're in a desktop background. It is so picturesque.
And so beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
You know what I just had a thought about? There are less people in this entire country than a small tiny town in China.
Wow.
That's crazy. Right now we're starting in Nizami Street, and this is one of the popular touristy streets. You're going to find lots of jewelry shops and clothing shops around here.
So what else can you find?
The best part about Baku is there are cats scattered throughout the city.
Oh no.
They just kind of hang out everywhere you go.
How amazing are these streets?
It's beautiful. So you got really old colonial style architecture. You got all the balconies, as Shev said, kind of jutting out. So I think people sit outside and have a cup of tea as they look over the town. Cool.
I am actor.
You are an actor?
Yes.
Wow, nice to meet you.
Bye bye. Hello. How are you?
How are you?
Azerbaijan.
Yeah. Are you from Baku?
Yes, I'm Azerbaijan from Baku.
From Baku?
Yes, my name is Mirza.
Mirza, nice to meet you.
Do you have Wi-Fi?
Oh, Wi-Fi. We need Wi-Fi. I think there's Wi-Fi on the streets.
Yes.
We're making friends already. Shev and Dev.
Oh, very nice. I'm sorry, 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Just 1 minute. You have been to China?
Yes.
Of course.
Yes, we've been to China. You like China?
Yes. Where are you from?
South Africa.
If you next time will come Baku, my tour you free.
Oh, so kind of you.
So
Lunch
sweet.
included.
Wow.
Free.
Amazing. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you. Have a good day.
Nice day.
Yes.
How
Your
can
English
we-
is so good.
How can we
Really?
say
Yeah.
thank you?
How do we say thank
Çok sağ ol. Çok sağ ol.
Çok sağ ol.
Azerbaijan language. Çok sağ ol. Thank you.
So how do I
Thank
say
you.
çok sol?
Çok sağ ol.
And then
wow.
hello is salam.
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 Assalamualaikum.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Perfect.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Next time, see you again.
See you next
Bye.
time. Wow, what a great first impression.
What a welcome to
What a
Baku.
welcome to Baku.
We just met a famous actor, apparently.
When you travel full-time, you'd be surprised how often you're in uncomfortable situations, not taking into account just how many steps you do a day, and feeling exhausted with a tight schedule. That's why we wanted to thank Vivaya for sponsoring this video. Comfort is very important for us, and we wanted to travel with a light, eco-friendly and stylish shoe that is waterproof and comfortable, and Vivaya ticks all of those boxes. I went with the urban boot in black that's completely hands-free and stress-free. A huge bonus is that it's totally waterproof. The water just glides off.
That is magic, honestly.
That is magic. Wow. It's completely dry. It's completely dry. Look at that. It's got a reinforced heel for maximum comfort, and when I'm at, let's say, the airport and my hands are full, I can easily slip into them in a single motion. Dev went for the urban sneaker that comes in some epic and outstanding colors, with a non-collapsing heel and a quick slip on and off for faster and smoother operation. There's no need to bend over or even tie laces. This is how shoes should look and feel. We only have one pair of shoes and we've been traveling full-time for the past 4 years, and Vivaya was the right choice for us because it's suitable for long-haul flights, hiking and even cafe hopping, especially when you're getting those 30,000 steps in. So when you're ready to give Vivaya a go, you can head over to their website and get an exclusive 12% off by using our code ShevanDev12 or click the link in the description below.
Our plan is to explore some of these streets, and even though I said this is the popular touristy streets, it's still very quiet.
Look at this. I feel like every place that we walk to is like a desktop background.
And this gives you a true idea of what all the streets look like. So all the buildings look very old but well maintained, and then you've got the shops on the inside, modern shops on the inside.
I love how simple and straight to the point. Market, coffee, doner kebab.
No questions.
No questions.
These streets are so beautiful, and you can see there's all these tiny little cutouts, and this is a little restaurant. You can see all of the chicken hanging here for a doner kebab, and look how delicious all of these meals are. And we're going to be trying a few different meals a bit later on, but right now we want to head into the old and ancient side of Baku. Another interesting thing here in Baku is the Formula 1 Grand Prix is held in this city, and it's a street track. So this road that I'm walking on right now is part of the track. The cars actually come up this way past this beautiful castle section.
And we have now entered Ishari Shahar, which literally means inner city. We are now in the downtown of Baku, and this is more of the older preserved UNESCO World Heritage Site of Baku. And what's amazing about this is it literally feels like I am surrounded by castles, like I am in the 15th century medieval times. That's what it feels like.
Hello.
Hello, salam.
Salam.
Nice to meet you.
Nice music.
Wow, very good.
Everything's laid back
I
here.
love it.
Super mellow vibes.
Honestly, we have gotten such a warm welcome from the locals. They have been so sweet to us. They've welcomed us. They've told us the greeting. They've made a few jokes with us, and it's been absolutely amazing. We are actually finding ourselves getting lost in a few alleyways, and these kind of look like residential houses. I think over 1,300 residents still stay in the old city, which seems like they're still living in castles. We can see little balconies, and we are actually walking towards Shervan Shah's palace, which dates back all the way to the 15th century. And they are regarding this the pearls of architecture here in Baku.
Look how beautiful these streets are.
Honestly, like we're walking through artwork.
But it feels like we've gone into the ancient times. Look, yeah, they've got lots of carpets, old hats.
Look at this guy.
Another cat.
Hi, little guy. There's lots of like carpets and teapots, and you can already tell the lifestyle is like relax and let's drink tea and have sweet treats together. I can't wait for that, by the way.
As we head up these cobbled streets of the old town, this is the vibe. This is what it's all about here in Baku. All of the tables and chairs are outside, and all of these are different restaurants. And they're selling all kinds of things, from different breads, lots of lamb, chicken, baklava, treats, desserts. What are they making in here?
Oh, looks like a busy kitchen.
All these ladies are working inside here. Look at all the veg, the fruit. Everything is on the street, but also hidden. And I like that. It's like a Disney castle. Crazy.
I know. Yeah, it does kind of feel like that.
And all the way up here, they have these little shops with all of the merchandise on the outside, but they're actually underground. You can take these few steps and go underneath. So there's a bit of life happening underneath this street here.
And here is a perfect example of what I mean by I feel like I'm surrounded by castles. I can't even describe the height to you, but I'm sure you can see by this clip how tiny I am at the bottom.
We're just walking through all these tiny little alleyways and there's nobody here. It feels like we're walking back in time. You've got the olden doors. These are some wooden doors. This is all made out of sandstone. You've got the old lamps, and these are people's houses. They are living in here, and look how small this door is. I'm not even sure what's in there. And a lot of the places are underground as well. So you go through the door, like right here, this is a door that goes completely underground, made out and cut out in the rock.
So right behind me, we've got our first glimpse of the Flame Towers. And it's absolutely unbelievable because we are still in the old town, but we are getting a glimpse of the modern side of Baku. And if you didn't know, Azer means flame or fire. So Azerbaijan means land of fire. And the buildings are shaped like flames. There's 3 of them. It's about 182 meters tall, and they're residential buildings. Some of them are offices, and it's so beautiful.
You can see all of these old buildings around us, all the sandstone, and a beautiful little viewpoint that Chev is sitting on. And then you can see all the way down here, there's these little crossroads that you can go through, some of the ancient town, and then to have those flame towers behind is just spectacular.
It's like the icon of Baku.
As we enter different parts of the city, it feels like we're in a different region. Sometimes it feels very European. And now that we're in the old town with the old walls, I kind of feel like I'm getting a Persian influence. And obviously we are bordering Iran. And that's why I think Azerbaijan is so unique, because it's got so many different influences around it. And as you travel through the city, you get to explore all of it. Look at this shop. It's completely in the wall. Here's all the buildings above it. It says it's got handmade art shop and prints. So like a souvenir shop, completely hidden, and it just goes all the way down there. Just as we've left the old town, this is a train station, and probably one of the most aesthetic stations I've ever seen in my life. You obviously enter through there, and here you can see what daily life is. There's more people out here on the hustle and bustle, and the entire station is made out of glass, and of course is underground.
We're actually situated outside the station, and this place is called Labas. Ooh, I have waited for this. Our first taste of Azerbaijani food. Of course we had to get a shawarma. This is pretty much a staple. I think we paid about 4 Azerbaijani manat. Our first taste of street food. Wow.
That was a big bite, my girl.
Can you tell I'm starving? The shawarma is packed with loads of chicken. There's some French fries in here and a few veggies. this is exactly what I was hoping for when we were going to come to Baku, is have one of the famous staples, which is a shawarma.
Also, while I'm filming this, the setting behind you, this is not a green screen. This is really how beautiful and clean it is. So this is street food. I could get used to this.
This is street food and so cheap, so affordable. I could have this at least once a day. We're now making our way to our next destination, and I had to point out how many of these bicycles and all of these scooters we've seen along the way. We've seen so much eco-friendliness here in Baku. It's so easy to take your bicycle or your scooter around the city, and if I just turn this around, you can see all the stands for the Formula One here, and then all along this busy road you can see all the Formula One drivers' posters along the way. So this is actually part of the circuit over here, all the way along there. And now we're going to make our way towards the promenade to see more of the modern side of Baku. But so far, my first impressions have been absolutely amazing. We found affordable food, we have found the most friendly, amazing people, and I have to say, as a woman, I feel really, really safe exploring, just roaming around the town freely. I don't really feel worried, and I don't really feel like it's very dangerous. So let's keep exploring. This is like an underpass, so now we're going underneath the main road that we were just on. And you can see how cool it is. Wow, this is actually quite amazing. You can see all sorts of paintings.
Yeah.
It's very clean, very modern. And now we're going underneath the main road to the other side. So now we have taken a brief little walk to the promenade, and this is the Caspian Sea. Technically it's a lake, but it's salt water, so that's why it's called the Caspian Sea. But this is the largest inland body of water, and it's the most beautiful looking promenade. Behind me is the Crescent Hotel, which is a beautiful circular looking building which has got a giant hole in the middle. It's absolutely breathtaking. We've got lots of the modern buildings behind me, which is like more hotels, business area. And then, if you look on this side, it's the flame towers, which you saw earlier, and a beautiful flagpole with the Azerbaijani flag. And that building over there that looks like the Sydney Opera House is actually a giant shopping mall. And right behind it is the Carpet Museum, because Baku is known for luxury rugs and carpets. This is an absolutely beautiful promenade, and I think you can just chill and enjoy the relaxing atmosphere from here. This is probably my favorite part of the day, when it's time to eat.
I wanted to point out where we will be eating tonight. So this is the restaurant, and we are currently in a park. I don't know if you can see because the sun is going down right now, but we are in a beautiful park. There are lots of people walking down this main walkway. It's obviously very quiet and relaxed, but this is where we are going to be sitting and having our dinner tonight, experiencing some local Azerbaijani food for the first time.
And we come to a place called Guda, and it actually says that most people who come to Azerbaijan, they come for a short time, but they always remember the taste of the food, and that's very special.
And that's what I love about the eating culture here in Baku, is everything is outside. If you're having tea or eating, you got to be outside and just enjoy with the people.
There's so many good things here on the menu. I'm a bit lost for choice, or should I say spoiled for choice? Wow. Thank you. Our first introduction to Azerbaijani tea. I am so excited about this. I have waited just to have tea in a little glass like this, poured from a little teapot. Wow.
Look at this, what a setting. So we don't know a lot, but what we do know about Azerbaijani tea is it's always served in a small glass. We heard that's to keep it nice and hot, so it stays hot in the pot, and you just pour a little bit at a time. You can add some lemon that they've given us just to make it a little bit sweeter. And then in these little packets, it's not sweets, it's sugar cubes. And apparently what you do is you put the entire sugar cube in your mouth, and then you add the tea and it dissolves in your mouth. So I'm gonna have to try that. The only problem that I don't know how to solve is how do you hold your tea? Because it is boiling hot.
Wow, I couldn't have asked for a better day in Baku. Cheers!
Welcome to our Azerbaijani feast. So we've got a few dishes, and what we're going to do is share between the two of us. It smells so good. I'm like lost for words. I think I'm salivating.
I think we went a little overboard, but I'm not complaining. We've got our meat guta, which is just minced meat and onion in a little like wrap, and then this is the lamb govurma. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's pretty much lamb with rice, and it's got chestnut, apricot, and cherry. And then this is the lamb baglama. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering that, but it's basically lamb with some onion in a bit of a soup with some bell peppers and tomato. So I am so ready to tuck into this feast. I think I'll have to start with this. I've got to get a bit of apricot in there. And then I'm going to take a little bit of extra rice for my baglama. It looks so good in this clay pot, and it actually looks like there's a bit of lamb fat that is just falling off the bone. Wow, the meat is so tender, it's honestly just breaking apart. And look at that giant apricot. Holy moly. I did not expect that. I did not think an apricot should go with lamb, but I was wrong. That was unbelievable. I've never ever had a combination like that before, and I did not expect it to taste like that, but I'm pleasantly surprised. And now I have to try the other lamb, which was in the soup, but I'm going to try it with a bit of rice. It just dissolved in my mouth. The meat was so soft and tender. The rice was extra bouncy and fluffy. I couldn't think of a better meal to have today. As we were enjoying our meal, our last dish has arrived, and that is the lamb kebab. It looks like a little bit of flatbread at the bottom, and then we've got some onion and 3 giant pieces of lamb. It looks juicy and succulent. What I read in the book was definitely right. I will definitely remember this taste for a long time. Okay, I know you're admiring the most amazing view. This is actually the view from our balcony, and we wanted to end the video off here. We've had the most unbelievable first impressions of Baku. The people have been so lovely. We've had the warmest welcome. We've had the most insane, delicious food, and I didn't expect Azerbaijan to look like this. Did you know about Azerbaijan? Did you ever want to come here, or have you been here before? Let us know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Blooper! Do you want to see something cool? Okay, so I know you're enjoying the view, but hold on. Ta-da! That was a magic trick. This is also our balcony for some reason. But please enjoy the view, and we'll see you next time. Bye!